Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. Now in today's video, I'll be telling you the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. According to two people familiar with the plan, Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona, the top Democratic negotiator on the bipartisan infrastructure deal, met with President Biden at the White House on Tuesday.
Is the reckless tax and spending spree is headed our way. And I can predict confidently again there'll be no Republican support for this. The country does not need this. In fact, we're playing Russian roulette with our economy by continuing to pour trillions of dollars into our economy. So that will be an extraordinary debate of enormous dimensions. I can't think of a single issue that underscores the difference between the two parties more than the reckless tax and spending spree that we'll be dealing with here in the next week or two.
I want to share what we've accomplished in the House during that same time. We passed the For the People Act, we passed the Equality Act, and we passed the DREAM Act.
In half. And we're just getting started. More help is on the way. So on this day, we also remember our mothers, some who are not with us.
When will lawmakers add a fourth stimulus check to Joe Biden's infrastructure bill? The good news, guys, is that I'll be answering all of those questions in this video, so you do not want to miss out on this very important stimulus update. And before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. So the SSDI just issued an announcement urging Social Security and other federal program beneficiaries to file for the recovery rebate credit if they missed out on the first $1,200 or second $600 checks. If you haven't received your first or second stimulus payment yet, don't forget to file a tax return, everybody. It's going to make it a whole lot easier for you to receive stimulus money. And filing a tax return not only helps the government assess whether additional stimulus money is due to you, it can also determine whether you may be eligible for additional tax credits, such as the Earned Income Tax Credit. In addition, folks, a recovery rebate credit has been added to this year's return in order to let Americans claim any missing funds from the first two stimulus checks. The Social Security Administration has said once your return is processed, that will prompt the IRS to send out those payments. As the tax agency processes tax returns, it is also sending out the new $1,400 stimulus checks to anyone that has not received one yet. Now, when will lawmakers finally pass another round of stimulus payments? Many Americans are waiting for the Biden administration to include a fourth stimulus payment into the new infrastructure bill. And top economists say a fourth round of stimulus money is definitely possible. Well, folks, Democratic lawmakers and President Biden may use the budget reconciliation process once again this year to pass another big bill through Congress without any Republican support. Now, it's not clear whether the White House plans to use the budget reconciliation again for the new infrastructure bill. Recently, the Senate parliamentarian determined that Democrats will be able to do a third budget reconciliation this year. And it's a massive development and gives Democrats more room to pass legislation without the help from Republicans. But what are your thoughts on this, everybody? Should the Biden administration and the Democrats pass a fourth stimulus bill without Republican support? Or do you think that there should be some type of bipartisan work in Congress? Let me know in the comments. Alright, everybody, Democrats had the ability to do two budget reconciliation bills, one focused on fiscal year 2021 and the next year of 2022. Unlike most bills, budget measures can pass with 51 votes instead of 60. A spokesperson for Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said in a statement, "The parliamentarian has advised that a revised budget resolution may contain budget reconciliation instructions. This confirms the leader's interpretation of the Budget Act and allows Democrats additional tools to improve the lives of Americans if Republican obstruction continues." So, lawmakers in Congress can definitely include a fourth stimulus check into the next bill. And Biden's Build Back Better plan includes last month's American Rescue Plan, along with the American Jobs Plan and the American Families Plan. Overall, this could cost around $4 trillion. The $2 trillion American Jobs Plan is supposed to rebuild the nation's infrastructure, support electric vehicles, and clean energy. To fund the infrastructure plan, the White House has proposed boosting the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%. President Joe Biden, everybody, is calling on Congress to raise taxes on wealthy Americans. And this will double the capital gains tax to 39.6% for people earning more than $1 million a year. What do you think about President Biden, everybody, in his work on the fourth round of stimulus? Roughly 2/3 of Americans, everybody, said that the latest round of stimulus money is not going to last them 3 months. And that is why Democratic lawmakers are also pushing President Biden to extend other stimulus measures, including the duration of unemployment benefits. Job growth has been growing, but slowly. Top economists say that it may take several years for the labor market to heal. So far, the economy has recouped 13.9 million, or 62% of the jobs lost in the crisis. Economists say the housing instability and food insecurity remain financial issues for many Americans. Another round of stimulus payments could lift an additional 6.6 to 7.3 million people out of poverty, depending on whether the payment is restricted to citizens or made available to everybody. Folks, I just hope our president sends out another round of stimulus checks.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to join you and Senator Carper and others who've expressed condolences and great sadness at the loss of our former colleague, Senator Enzi, a wonderful man and a wonderful friend. Let me express appreciation to the chairman for joining us today. I was a little troubled by the lack of information that Senator Johnson described. Secretary, are you willing to commit that you will provide the data that Senator Johnson asked for? Is that something you can and will provide? And can you tell us when that would be available to the committee?
Yes, I commit to providing that information, that data, Senator, and we will provide it as quickly as possible.
I would presume that would be within the next 30 days then?
Oh, there should be no problem in doing so, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, one of the key responsibilities of Homeland Security is to secure our border, securing our homeland, if you will. And the numbers and the human stories that are coming from our border are both alarming and obviously threatening to our domestic tranquility and safety and economic vitality. I don't know exactly why the administration doesn't want to acknowledge the crisis that we're seeing at the border. And I guess the real question in my mind is why we politicize everything. I mean, you know, I'm one of those that's critical of people who politicize vaccination. But I'm also incredulous that there seems to be politicization about whether we should complete the border barrier that's already been contracted to be completed. There are gaps in it. The steel is there. The contracts have been let. Contractors, as Senator Langford has pointed out, are standing by guarding the steel. Why in the world don't we complete, you know, the barrier that's already been contracted for? Surely it would help our security of the border. I simply don't understand. And is there a reason that we're not completing it? The idea was, well, we're going to study that. It's been 6 months. Businesses are able to make major decisions on acquisitions